How you do? How you doing? This is Donna LC 4560 coming to you with another video. This is my 72nd, 72 video. All right. And the title is Signs Someone is Fake Rich. Yeah, when you start dating and you go out your comfort zone, you're going to run into guys that's going to fake like they got it like that, but they really don't. These are some of the signs how you'll know if they faking it. Okay. They care more about the brand than the quality of it. In other words, they do a lot of logos, designer brands. See, people that have money, they don't worry about the brands that much. They worry about the comfort, you know. All right. Okay, fake rich. They name drop like they important. They're gonna start telling you names of big people, and this and that. Make you think they're important. They're in consistent need of validation. Yeah, they need you to validate them. They need that. They talk about money all the time. They enclose their financial finances publicly. Okay, if you notice a person that's always bragging and talking about money, 9 times out of 10 they really don't have it like that. They don't have no money. A person that has money don't want you to know that they have money, so they usually gonna hush hush and be quiet about it. Yep. Okay. They brag about their plans and all. What they gonna do this, do that. I found out that you move in silence, you move better. So them ones that's faking it, they gonna be bragging about their plans, what they gonna do, this and that and all. Okay. They like to one up others. In other words, have the upper hand. And that makes them feel good. Like they one up on a person. All right. They use com- complicated titles for their job positions. In other words, their secretary, they're going to say receptionist, they're going to say another word, a big word. All right. They don't have savings or emergency funds set up. They live in the moment, spend money all the time. Yeah, they want to flash and show off, spend money all the time and broke. In other words, they live paycheck to paycheck just like anybody else. Okay. Their circle is made up of other fake rich people. Yeah. Like they say, birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, so if they phony, fake rich, they gonna be around people like that. They have a job, not a career. Yeah, it's a big difference when you got a job and when you got a career. Yeah, a career you have that steady, constant income coming in when you got a career. A job, nah, you can get fired at any time, terminated. The job can lose the contract, anything. Okay. They have a car with a high monthly payment. Yeah, I met a guy one time. He was bragging about his BMW and on this and that. Yeah, it was nice. It was pearly white, pretty. And come to find out he was sleeping in it because the car payments was $560. He couldn't afford to get a place. Yep. Okay. They can't hold up a deeper communication about real success and wealth. No, because they don't have real success and wealth. So They can't hold a deep conversation about it. They couldn't tell you about Wall Street stocks or anything like that. Why? Because they don't have none. Okay? They always have excuses for why they project failure. Yeah. In other words, why what they did the last time failed. How come it didn't work out? Yeah, they always have an excuse for that. They be trying to flex on social media about what they have. Now I know y'all see that all the time. Social media make it seem like they got it like that, and they don't. They be flexing. Okay. They get fake suntans. Person that got money don't have a problem getting a real suntan. All right. They love to show off. Yeah, definitely. And you know what I mean. They say they have high salary, but living paycheck to paycheck. I said that earlier. Yeah. They work for others, not their self. Yeah. When you work for somebody else, a lot of times you ain't got it like that when you work for somebody else. You under their thumb and their command. They are not really happy because they are trying to keep up with the Joneses. Y'all done heard that. Trying to keep up with the Joneses, going broke. All right. They have no valuable assets. When I say that, I mean, for example, emergency fund. If something go wrong, like 5 grand, if something go wrong, that they could dip into that for emergency. Uh, Stocks um, that you can collect on every quarterly. No, they don't have nothing like that. Yep. No expensive jewelry that if something go wrong, they can pawn it and at least get 2,000 or more. No. Oh, and they borrow money. Yeah, they be borrowing money. So someone that has money, they don't borrow. And if they do borrow, they gonna borrow from a bank. They gonna make their money make money. Yeah. And I think I have one more. Let's see. Oh, they buy liability on credit. And when I say stuff liability on credit, uh, just stupid stuff. Um, for example, pair of snakeskin shoes or boots just to make themselves look good. They buy that on credit and then run their credit card up. Yep, on credit, have monthly installments. Another thing that people buy on credit and all instead of saving up and buying a brand new one is the newest cell phone. Yeah, I managed to save up 2023 and I got the brand new Galaxy 23 Plus that came out and I paid for it in full. You know, because when you pay in payments, you paying for that like 3 times or more. AT&T wanted me to do that, and I told him no. And the man mentioned that I could go to Best Buy or I can go ahead and order it online through Samsung. So I went to Best Buy and saved $200. And the $200 that I saved, I bought a laptop. This laptop that I'm doing my videos on right now. So the phone was 900 and the laptop was I think it was 169. So I managed to pay for them in full. Yep. All right, well, that's all I could think of right now. But be aware of them people that fake rich, like they got it like that. And then you find out later on they don't. All right. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. All right. Bye bye.